The first thing that you need to do is to learn what the homeschool laws are in your state. One reliable place to find your state homeschool laws is at hslda.org. HSLDA stands for Homeschool Legal Defense Association. So when you go to hslda.org, like I am here, you're going to put your cursor on legal and go over to state homeschool laws. Once there, you're going to click on your state. The laws can be very different from state to state. In Arizona, for example, first you see an at-a-glance view. It tells you how many options the state has for homeschooling. For example, Florida and California, if I remember correctly, both have 3 types of homeschool options. The ages that state requires you to be homeschooling. Some states start at 5 years old, some states start at 8 years old. If notification is required, teacher qualifications, etc. So then go into complete details to see more information. There's a video presented by a lawyer that works with HSLDA, and then the description of what you need. So for Arizona, it says that you need to file an affidavit of intent with the school district superintendent, provide a copy of your child's birth certificate with certain and also certain information on the affidavit, teach the specific subjects. So in Arizona, it's reading, grammar, math, social studies, and science. And if you stop, to file a letter of termination. So that's it in Arizona. Now let's look at New York for another example. In this one, again, you have the same information here. Right off the bat in the at-a-glance section, you see that assessment is required. And there's a difference in the age level that you have to be homeschooling. So again, you have another video from the lawyer that you can watch if that's your state. You have to submit a notice of intent, and it gives you the description of when it has to be turned in, what information you need depending on the city, COVID protocols, and then submit an IHIP, an individualized home instruction plan. So in New York, here you are required to turn in a level of paperwork beyond saying, hey, I'm going to homeschool my child. And that paperwork, it tells you what it needs to involve, your child's name, age, grade level, a syllabi, curriculum materials, textbooks, and plan of instruction, dates for submission of quarterly reports, and the name of the person giving the instruction, etc. They also have more specific instructions for how many days or hours you have to teach. So for New York, you need to maintain a record of attendance for each year to demonstrate that your child attended school 180 days per school year, and that there's also hourly attendance. They require 900 hours of school for 1st through 6th grade and 990 for 7th through 12th grade. Then, depending on the age level, they tell you what subjects you need to be teaching. Here you can see in this first section, this is what all grade levels have to learn, and then grades 1st through 6th, this is the list they have to learn. As you can see, the Arizona requirements are very different from the New York requirements. So that's why it's really important that you take a look at what your state requirements are. Now finally, some states like Florida give you different options. So it says options for homeschool 3. And when you look at their options, I'm not going to read them all, but I just want you to see you have 1, 2, and 3. And when you click on it, it gives you the description of what that option entails and how to exercise it. Or you could choose option 2 or option 3. And it tells you exactly what it expects you to do for those options.